Hashtag activism is a relatively new phenomenon that has spawned with the creation of such websites and apps like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hashtag activism can be defined as discursive protest on social media united through a hashtagged word, phrase, or sentence. This perfectly encapsulates the recent social media movement of hashtag #OscarsSoWhite, which started by April Rain after the 2015 Oscars ceremony. There are some sobering statistics that came to light after the 2015 Oscars. Questions were raised about the diversity behind the scenes during the voting, and even more raised about how actors and actresses are selected for roles in the first place. The social media platform has given people of minority the perfect platform to bring forward the issues and hardships they face every day and share them to the world, some of which go viral in a matter of hours. Not only is this platform for the everyday man, but also the elite of modern society. One such example being the Academy Awards, where the best actors, directors and writers are recognised for their work. In 2015, when the nominees for the best actors and actresses were released, it was completely dominated by white men and women. This caused a ripple effect through Northern America, with many prominent directors and actors such as Spike Lee, Will Smith and George Clooney choosing not to attend the awards night. After the 20-person shortlist was released for the 2015 Oscars and not a single person of any ethnic background was included, a social movement was born and the hashtag #OscarsSoWhite was created. The creator, April Rain, sent out multiple tweets after the awards night saying things like, "A 5-minute opening by brilliant Chris Rock will not make up for over 80 years of erasure of marginalized communities. Hashtag #OscarsSoWhite." This hashtag rose onto the trending section of Twitter and spread like wildfire on social media. This example of hashtag activism came at a time when the Black Lives Matter hashtag was also being used to try and raise awareness for the equality of minority communities. #OscarsSoWhite had symbolic meaning beyond just the inequity and inequality of the Oscars. It tied into the Black Lives Matter campaign that had been going on for many years. This hashtag brought to light again the inequality of the film industry, not just in front of the camera but behind it also. Only 4 actors have won the coveted award for the leading role in a motion picture, and even more shockingly, only one woman, Halle Berry, has won the leading actress role in the award's 90-year history. Many people will say that maybe the ethnic minorities just didn't put in as good performances as the white actors and therefore they didn't win awards, but this couldn't be further than the truth. Some people in the industry say the studio bosses, such as the Academy voters, are 94% white. This shows that there is an internal prejudice in the voting system which is preventing people of colour from getting the recognition they deserve. People of ethnic minorities are not getting equal chance to star in films as the white man and woman. Ethnic minorities make up around 40% of America's population, yet they are outnumbered 2 to 1 amongst film leads, 2 to 1 amongst film directors, and 3 to 1 amongst film writers. The #OscarsSoWhite movement sparked such wide outrage around the world that it garnered a passionate response from people of all backgrounds in the industry. At the time, Cheryl Boone Isaacs represented the public relations branch of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, which is the governing body that runs the Oscars. Isaac released a statement saying she was heartbroken and frustrated about the lack of inclusion, and that it was time for big changes. Isaac had been implementing change already and had spoken to Spike Lee about making diversity changes in Hollywood before, but no changes had come quickly enough. Here is an interview Variety did with Spike Lee discussing the #OscarsSoWhite movement.
Here's the thing,
Yeah.
I'll give you another example. Every 10 years, black people win a lot of Oscars. And then we read articles in Variety magazine and others. The black audience, the black art has been discovered. It's a renaissance. Then there's another 9-year drought. And then the 10 years later, we win a bunch of awards. Oh yes, we've been discovered. You know, that famine, drought, 9 years, and the next year, I mean, it should be constant.
Spike Lee is saying that he is disappointed that people of colour only win awards after there is a controversy with inclusion. And he has a good point. Spike Lee believes that instead of choosing films created by people of colour because they were created by people of colour, they should choose them because they're good films that deserve the awards. The industry has a long way to go before everyone is seen as equal, but we are heading in the right direction.